Davis and Jonah Pierce at midcourt of the Templeton Center, and it's won by Lyric Davis as we are underway. Big South opener for the Blue Hose. Upstate lost to Radford on Wednesday. A nice little give and go. Tyler Smith gave up a free layup.
Sure did.
Kick outside, and it's Carmani Gregory. Final score Wednesday, 76-69. Close throughout the second half, but Upstate can never pull ahead of the Highlanders. Davis gets a double team inside, kick to go. First possession of the game. Presbyterian is 5-1 in this building, a near 30-point win over NAIA Truett McConnell here on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, Joe, you know, since Taylor's not here today, there's a back door and a nice
really
finish.
Good slip pass. Yep. Jonah Pierce to Tristan Wilson for two.
That's an upper-level pass for a big. No question. A good find and a good finish. I was just going to say, Upstate's going to make Pickett bring the ball up the court under pressure. There's no question. Anybody else, because there's no natural one guards out there. They're combos playing the one.
This is the unique starting lineup for USC Upstate. Their first grouping of this 5 of the year. Good defending for Presbyterian. Again, late in the shot clock, Gregory underneath to Braylon Garcia. Holds, waits up, and gets the bounce late in the shot clock.
Good make and a good contest without fouling by Pierce.
Garcia missed a ton of time, nearly 2 months. Played the first 2 games of the season and now has played the most recent 2 for USC Upstate. Missed everything in between. The Spartans playing game number 17 of the year today. Inside to Jonah Pierce. Immediately draws the double team. Smith runs him off the block. Cross-court pass to Parrish. Pickett, straight away 3, left it short. Tipped out of bounds, Upstate ball. And the usuals are Tyler Smith, Carmani Gregory, Bendinger, and Davis. But with Garcia in there for typically Martinez, it gives Upstate a little bit of a quicker, but a little bit of a smaller lineup.
And Joe, he may be starting out proactively trying to keep him out of foul trouble.
Garcia back to work, finally healthy, left it short with Pierce the primary defender. The Presbyterian starting 5 stays the same with Eric Taylor out for the year at point guard. Another start at the 1 for Josh Pickett. Wilson gets into the block and is fouled.
Maybe needs to get a little more vertical instead of his hands kind of in that neutral zone.
Gets both.
Block attempt.
Puts Blue Hose up by 2. Full court press from Presbyterian. Carmani Gregory running the point. Around the screen from Garcia. Gets stopped. Fires to Bendinger. He loves to drive and get inside of 15 feet. Runs into a wall.
Great D by Wilson. Good trip so far.
Switched on to Wilson. Gregory, the drive. Davis steps inside the free throw line, a little bit long. Garcia with an offensive rebound. He's fouled. A game for Jafet Martinez. He takes the spot of Garcia. Now this is a typical starting lineup for Upstate this season.
See if PC can finish the defensive possession. It's been good so far, except for the offensive rebound by Upstate.
Davis right down the lane and one.
Gotta hit him in that shooting pocket, ref. Wilson wasn't ready for it. So kind of a run and jump look for the Spartans.
But gets it across with 2 seconds to spare, and now Carl Parrish running a little point.
Really was a zone type of thing, with a look of a run and jump.
Jalen Peterson's first touch inside with a right-hand hook.
Tell you what, if he can do that consistently, he's a great player. They back off of him when he's outside of 15 feet. I'd like to see him develop a true mid-range jump shot that's reliable. Makes him much more dangerous.
It's not a ton of shooting on this Presbyterian roster. They have the second worst three-point percentage in the Big South. They like to get it inside. So you mentioned the inside-out game. Tyler Smith turns it over on a low pass intended for Martinez. Wilson fires through the hands of Peterson, and it's Upstate going the other way, 4-on-3. Smith, transition, 3 is good. He's starting to develop more of a three-point shot at 28%, but it was much worse earlier this year. Smith still knocks it down.
Yeah, on a tear lately, I've heard from you guys. But it's a nice decision in transition for your point guard.
Isaiah Skinner comes to the scorer's table for Upstate. Parrish trying to create a shot off of 1 foot at the elbow. Missed the rim. Got his own miss. Jonah Pierce, rather, gets the miss and puts it down. His first points.
A little bit of force that time by 12 and White, but he does score the ball well.
Corner 3, Mason Bendinger. In and out. And a foul.
In the game.
Isaiah Skinner out there as well, who was waiting to come in at that last break. No changes. Actually, check that. One change for Presbyterian. Iverson King is into the game, in and out of the hands of Collier. So it's Collier, or rather it's King, Wilson, Parrish, Peterson, and Pierce. The 5 for the Blue Hose.
Upstate with continued full court pressure.
Tyler Smith, a good on-ball defender, second in the Big South with 26 steals on the season.
Peterson got a mismatch down low. They can get it to him.
Fighting with Lyric Davis for positioning. Peterson on the ball, 8 to shoot. Trying to take him baseline. Ball on the floor, shoulders way. That's blocked by Collier.
Good job by Collier in support.
Skinner looked like he might have walked. Pass inside to Davis. Ran into a teammate. Carmelo Atkins on the floor for the Spartans. Really good three-point shooter for Upstate, number 4 in black. Smith, pick and roll high. Hard to get it high for the 7.
Yeah, if you're Upstate and you can get, some good minutes out of Collier, so far not so great, but get some good minutes out of Collier, that'll go a long way at, resting Martinez and keeping him out of foul trouble.
Collier on the year, just 14 minutes per game in his appearances. Up guarding Jonah Pierce. Around the screen, Pierce rolls, gets it back. Underneath for Collier, puts it up and good.
Nice job by Pierce of utilizing the goal as a defender or something that helps him get the shot off against the 7-footer.
2 more for Jonah Pierce, give him 4. And a 2-point Blue Hose lead. Right through the hands of Carmelo. Also in for Presbyterian. Didn't make any substitution. I thought I saw Kalon Hudson out there. He's staying on the bench.
He'll be there, I would think. Presbyterian usually plays, somewhere between 8 and 10 guys.
Iverson King, Euros inside. Collier swats it away. Skinner, a 1-on-2, getting help from Garcia, runs into a man, and the foul is on him. Out with his second personal. Upstate has turned it over 4 times in the last 3.5 minutes. Skinner for 3, left it short, went down. Didn't get the whistle that time.
King might have gotten away with a foul there on the contest. And so far, the 7-footer not so great on the offensive end, but he's been good on the defensive end.
Couple of blocks already for Collier.
Yep.
Pierce going right after him one more time with the right hand, and Jonah Pierce coming out strong.
Nice active bucket there, spinning and delivering.
They want to get the ball in the paint. Doing a good job of it early. Garcia lost the ball, almost turned it over again. Smith keeps the possession in. Atkins drives baseline. Stuck up top. Skinner tries another 3. Rims out.
Good
Rebound Pierce.
Good defensive trip by the Blue Hose.
3-minute scoreless drought for the Spartans. But just a 4-point Blue Hose lead. They're going right back to 15. Immediately draws the double and gets fouled with their leading scorer, Jonah Pierce.
Yeah, 6'10", active, capable down there on the low block. Has his mobility back.
Quentin Farrell told me in the preseason and again earlier this week, he thinks there is no better combination of bigs in this conference than Jonah Pierce and Jalen Peterson.
They are formidable, no question.
Pierce lost the ball on the dribble drive, able to recover in the corner. 4 to shoot. Pickett's wide open. A coverage bust by Upstate,
Sure
and it's 14-8.
Just what I was going to say. Defensive breakdown, Joe. Can't give up those.
Spartans need a bucket. It's been 4 minutes. Collier trying to go up on the rim. Left it short. Rebound Peterson.
Excellent contest, and I thought a very good no call. Went up straight. Could be in the open court there by Upstate.
Next whistle will be a break here at the Templeton Center in Clinton, South Carolina. Ken Blankenship, Joe Skinner here courtside for a good one so far. Jalen Peterson to work with the right hand, no. Collier able to seal it out for Atkins to clear out the possession.
Good defensive trip. Had the mismatch, did PC, but he couldn't deliver.
Atkins showing a wrap on his right hand. Haven't seen that in the last few games for Carmelo Atkins. Gregory gets to the free throw line. He completely missed the rim.
That's great defense by your 5. Jonah Pierce keeping Gregory in front with that nasty crossover.
Carl Parrish puts it down for two.
Nice bucket in the lane by Parrish in traffic over one of the bigs.
Trying to go end-to-end fast.
And good defensive transition there by Peterson.
Presbyterian doubling up USC Upstate on the scoreboard in the first half. Atkins takes a three. He got it. Upstate needed it bad.
It's all timing there, Joe. Catch and shoot. Very efficient from Atkins. Knocks down the three.
First points in the last 5 minutes for the visitors. King trying to work it to Pickett. He gets there. Josh Pickett still learning this point guard spot for Presbyterian. Parrish inside the free throw line, fades away, spins it in.
He's a tough cover, Joe. He's kind of lengthy for his height. Shoots it well, not only from deep, but also in the lane. Parrish, a natural scorer.
4 points for Carl Parrish.
It's a good matchup, him and Gregory.
Atkins around a screen of the elbow. This is Kanye Jones out making his debut in the game. Carmelo tries again, in and out. Towards Peterson in the corner for Pickett.
Spacing's not great right now for PC. And they got to reset.
This defense seems all out of sorts for Upstate right now. Inside the free throw line, off the back iron, drops in.
Soft touch. They found a little place there in the defense.
It's a great start for Jonah Pierce in Upstate. 1 3-pointer and missed it. It is King, Pierce, Pickett, Kalan Hudson, as well as Carl Parrish. 5 for Quentin Farrell in his 7th season. Pickett slips it inside to Pierce, going right after Jafet Martinez. Left a little bit short. Martinez had it for a moment. Loose ball and a foul on
Johnson, I believe.
Chico Johnson was in there for just
Yep.
a few seconds. Pickett right back into 15's hands. He has been controlling this game up and under. In conference play, said it came actually at a pretty good time. They could control the schedule in the lead up to their first conference game, and given what they're working through rotation-wise, they really needed it. Davis drives left hand off the window, no. Pierce affected the shot.
Absolutely it did.
In effect.
They're punching it into Pierce. He's a low post scorer. Peterson being more, he's not in the game right now, but Peterson being more of a, they got to be really tough here, and they got to shore up around the bucket.
Davis working against Pierce. Pierce misses the shot. Rebound, Lyric Davis.
Part of the challenge is getting Pierce out away from the goal enough so you'll miss occasional shots like that.
Bendinger working on Pickett, gets inside, and finally gets his first points of the game.
Muscle bucket on muscle.
15.5 points per game for the transfer from Salt Lake City Community College, Mason Bendinger. Scored in double figures for every game except for 2 this year. He has a couple of 20-point games as well. Pickett, straightaway 3. Cash, Josh Pickett for 3.
Yeah, the contest was just a little bit late. Wasn't a bad contest, just a little bit late. Pickett made him pay.
36% from beyond the arc. There's not a ton of shooters in the backcourt for this Presbyterian team, but Pickett is one of them.
No doubt.
See what Upstate has for the answer. Into the corner, Lyric Davis doesn't pull the trigger, drives, gets hit, and a Bendinger second, left it short. Rebound Peterson. 25-18. Spartans trying to shave it down a little bit, still down by 7. Pierce. Dribble handoff to Parrish. Able to get by Smith. 8-footer. Puts it down. 2 more for Carl Parrish.
Smith stumbled a little bit, and Parrish took advantage of it.
12 for 20 in the first half as a team for Presbyterian, and Davis went. Davis gets the second one to go down. Another split trip at the line. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Trap in the corner. Somehow Pickett got out of it. Spun by Carl Parrish. 3-on-2. Parrish fakes the pass. couldn't finish. Tip-in is there for Pierce.
Once again, the inside dominance of Presbyterian thus far in this game.
Wants to get it right back inside. Smith lost the basket. Smith, the trigger man for Upstate. Carmelo Atkins gets on the big man Pierce.
Job by Pierce.
Mason Bendinger spinning, gets by Wilson. Good finish.
Bucket. Pretty good D for the most part, but Bendinger found a way and found a little angle off the glass there. Nice finish by Bendinger.
Bendinger had a 27-point game in a win over Coastal Carolina in non-conference play earlier this year. Pickett, give and go to Jonah. Pierce gets it on the right, sticks it in.
Whoa. Parrish surprised Smith on that one.
12 first half points for Jonah Pierce. Off to a phenomenal start. Atkins, give and go. Collier ran into a wall.
Peters throw it down on the low block to him a couple of times. And he misses the free throw there.
The front end.
Yep.
Yeah, Pierce has 12 of the 31 on the board.
Both teams leaving a lot of points on the board at the free throw line.
Atkins pulls the trigger. Long air ball. Another miss to start the game.
Pretty good contest there by Parrish.
Jersey Mike's halftime report is coming up. Get some first half thoughts, stats, and highlights coming up on the Jersey Mike's halftime report. Tie up.
The film again. That's
you
all
move
you
on.
do. Yeah, you don't say a word. You just.
Not going to see that one on the Jersey Mike's halftime report, I don't think.
So.
Adkins, low block to Bendinger. Working on King, fading away with one hand in and out. It was inside the cylinder. 10-point lead for the Blue Hose. Parrish around the screen. Downhill, no, and that's going to be an offensive basket. Looking to adjust here as we approach halftime.
Well, I think Coach Richter has played Martinez limited minutes to try to keep him out of foul problems because he knows.
Oh, that's a no-problem pick and roll, but he can't finish. Late contest from Iverson King to affect the miss. Pickett fading away from 10 feet. Another air ball. Lands out of bounds.
Now.
A little sloppy last few minutes. Atkins pulls it out. Awaits the screen from Garcia. He rolls, wasn't open. Garcia gets it back on the baseline, and an easy pass.
Typical, low post passes. You ought to be able to do that in your sleep. Maybe I should put it like that, huh?
No, I think it works.
See?
And it's going to be over and back. Upstate did not deflect this ball, and they'll give it. Bendinger out, Gregory in for the Spartans. 2 minutes to go in the half. 10-point Presbyterian lead.
The pressure is good on the perimeter. Don't get me wrong, but you've got to take care of the basketball.
Garcia spinning inside, puts it down. First points in 2.5 minutes for the Spartans.
It's a nice bucket by Garcia. Got Pierce's timing off and got shot away quickly, and it was true.
It's the start of a very important last 2 minutes for Upstate. Smith tending call. Foul off the ball. First, team's 8th. Presbyterian saying it's tough man-to-man defense that is the best in the Big South in scoring defense. Teams only scoring 68 a game against the Blue Hose in non-conference play.
Excellent job by
Davis,
Pierce.
catch and shoot. Got it! For Davis, up to 8 first-half points to lead the way for USC Upstate.
Exactly what you could have hoped for these last 2.5 minutes for Upstate. Wanted to get back in this thing, and you have.
Atkins, tight defense on Josh Pickett.
Oh, might have got away with one there. Slid that pivot foot.
Under a minute to go. Parrish on the curl, gets inside, defender off to the ground, no, offensive rebound loose. Atkins tabletopped, possession game, and Atkins makes both.
And they continue with the full court pressure.
And now, can you believe it, Upstate with a stop has a chance to tie it with a 3 going into halftime, where it feels like they've just been so outplayed. And Quinton Farrell, if you're Presbyterian, you want to go for the 2-for-1, shoot quick here?
Just get a good shot. That's a little overrated at this level, I think.
Fair enough. Pierce dribbling on the perimeter. Parrish spins by Gregory, gets the switch up top to Pickett, 8 to shoot. Parrish gets a pump fake, lines up an open three, in and out. Oh, how did it not go down? Shot clock turned off. Upstate can tie it with a 3. I cannot believe that didn't go in. Under 10 seconds. Gregory starts it with 5. Drives inside, up with 2, tries to draw contact. No, Garcia at the buzzer, puts it down. Longwood, Charleston Southern win at Gardner-Webb, the 4 games on Wednesday. We're underway, 1-point ball game, just what we were hoping for, just what we expected. Right off the rip, it's a 3-pointer for Lyric Davis, rims off, and cleared out by Jonah Pierce. Collects his 7th board of the game. 12 points, 6 rebounds in the first half for Jonah Pierce. Josh Pickett picks up the dribble. He wants him to shoot. He does. Left it short. Offensive rebound, Peterson. And couldn't quite stick it back. Rebound, Davis. Down behind the play is Pierce. Upstate has numbers. Nearly lost it. They'll slow down, set up in the half court.
Upstate with a good look on their first possession. See what they can get here. Presbyterian, pretty elite defense in the first half, especially on the perimeter.
Smith with the cut through, gets it back. 3 to shoot. Smith takes the 3, left it short.
That one, I don't know if you caught that.
You mentioned earlier it's been called a little bit tighter today, and that's, I think,
whistle.
Characteristic of this crew from seeing games earlier this season. A little bit of a tighter called game. Fresh 20 on the shot clock for Upstate to work with. Now it's down to 5. Mason Bendinger going ISO, going to work off the glass, rolls off back iron.
Both teams missing shots right at the rim.
Transition 3 for Tristan Wilson. Gregory stays in front of him. Didn't end up pulling the trigger. Offloads to Peterson with a right. He goes right to work.
Well done. Peterson knew he had the advantage of length and athleticism. A little bit patient with that shot, and it paid off.
Bendinger tries again. He's got 2 shots.
Utilizes that good, strong body as well. Nice skill set, no question.
And draws the deficit back to 1 after a couple of makes from the charity stripe. Upstate has not led since it was 8-6, 4 minutes into the game. They're down by 1.
Pickett's done a pretty good job of taking care of the basketball at the 1 spot, in spite of pretty good pressure from Upstate.
Iverson King. Peterson with 7 on the timer. Backing down on Lyric Davis. A big man gets Davis, who would have been his first. Not sure if the Upstate staff caught that. That was just misidentification from this crew. I don't think Tyler Smith had anything to do with that play. Speaking of Smith, gets it inside to Braylon Garcia. Draws the double team. Parrish pokes it loose. Double team. Lyric Davis underneath. What a find from Braylon Garcia.
Yeah, and a good finish, too, by Davis. Immediately delivered.
He's into double figures. 10 points leading the way for Lyric Davis. Pierce, big deep breath. Between the rings, Peterson. Parrish gets it inside. Deep underneath the basket. It's caused Upstate a lot of problems. Here's the lob to Peterson. Nobody home. Picked off by Garcia. Nearly thrown out of bounds. Gregory tracks it down. Bendinger gets a paint touch.
Job by Peterson cutting him off.
Gregory pass deflected. Spartans give it right back. King with the steal. Running out of room and still lays it in.
Yeah, look for Iverson King to kind of get off the snide here a little bit. There he makes a nice bucket.
That's his first points of the game.
Yeah. Capable, very capable on both ends. Choosing to leaving them in right now.
6 points for him. Underneath is Bendinger. Tough bucket.
Bendinger plays bigger than his height. You know what I'm saying, Joe? He's not real lengthy. You know he's got the strong body. But he's got such a nice variety of skills down on the low block. He plays a lot bigger than he is tall.
Listed at just 6'2", but 210 pounds. He's able to do work on the interior. Parrish, lob, Peterson puts it down.
See the athleticism there and the length from Peterson, and a good find by his teammate. set play that was.
Carmani Gregory gets inside on Peterson. His floater falls off the side of the rim and up second. Smith to trigger it in. Throws it wide and nobody home for
position, but he never made it over there.
3-point Blue Hose lead, led by one at the break.
Good pressure by Smith on the ball.
Smith is just all over the freshman, J.D. Bowden. King slips it inside. Man, oh man. Smith
Fingers out there
taking it up for the Spartans. Three-pointer to tie it. They haven't led since early in the first half. Isaiah Skinner out there for the Spartans, driving on Kalon Hudson. Lyric Davis gets space to drive. Jafet Martinez under the basket, somehow gets to the rim. Free throw shooter. This to tie the game, and it is no good. Rebound Hudson. Upstate as a team, 8 for 12 from the stripe. Martinez poked it loose. Jonah Pierce recovers in the backcourt. 17 to shoot, still plenty of time. Recovers underneath, he lost his footing. Saw a lane with Martinez behind him, tried to take it.
Yep.
And on the stop, he just lost his footing.
Might have tried to do a little too much there, Joe. That ball back to a guard and reestablish that low post position.
Tyler Smith to the rim, rolls in, and Upstate takes the lead for the first time since 16-12 of the first half.
Good job by Smith. He's quietly having a pretty good game, Joe. It's a big bucket.
5 points and an assist for Tyler Smith. He's been active on the defensive end, like he is right here on Bowden. Oh, he nearly pried it loose. A reach. Now it's Smith's third. When we talked about earlier that we thought we misidentified a foul down here, he's going to stay out there. Bowden keeps his pivot foot up top to Hudson. 8 to shoot, skip pass, King in the corner, takes the three, rims out, rebound Smith.
Good.
An 18% three-point shooter. Quinn and Farrell said they need him to be more efficient. Skinner up top, Smith backs it out. Plenty of time. Into the second half, Upstate on top. Smith trying to quarterback the offense. Jafet Martinez with two bodies around him, can't fit. Two. It's been showing out two fantastic defenses. Martinez makes the second. It's Presbyterian has the Big South's best scoring defense. Upstate has the third best scoring defense in the Big South Conference. Gave up 76 in a loss to Radford the other day. Stuck in the corner. Pickett lost it out of bounds. Upstate ball.
I want to make it a point. They've been pressing full court the whole game, and that doesn't always give you an immediate turnover, but it's kind of wearing a little bit on PC.
Bendinger with a finish.
He's one of the better low post players at 6'2" in the country. Getting it done, Bendinger.
PC was +3 in turnovers at halftime as that goes into the backcourt and a foul called. He loves to coach this team.
He
gets
tell
right
him
after.
KB said that's good work.
Clearly not above any
that's
job
right.
in the gym.
The humility is impressive. Outstanding.
Thrown out of bounds.
Pressure by Upstate on the perimeter, Joe. Needless to say.
4 turnovers in the last 3.5 minutes.
See if Presbyterian can return the favor.
I think a bucket here might force Coach Q to take a timeout. 7-0 run for Upstate. Bendinger downhill. Big contact. Fades away. Got it. Presbyterian wanted a push off and didn't get the call.
I was going to say, you could have made a case for it, couldn't you?
Upstate back in the full court press.
Bendinger showing an upper level ability to get the ball in the basket.
Parrish around the screen. Pierce rolls. Foul. Line out of bounds for PC. Being outscored 15-8 since halftime. 6-point Upstate lead, their largest of the game. Pierce, dribble handoff. Parrish, free throw line. Passes out of it. A correct. Pierce, a free throw is no good for for Braylon Garcia. His 4th free throw attempt of the season rims out. Was 2 for 3 before that one.
Yeah, both teams need to improve from the line. They want to win this game down the stretch.
Tristan Wilson, left-hand dribble drive, too strong off the glass. Tie up underneath. Garcia wins the wrestle for the rock.
Another blown chippy.
Bendinger passes up an open 3. Gets underneath, no problem. On his way down to the bench. Did put in a big shift there for the Spartans. It's only his 3rd game back from an injury that caused him to miss 2 months of non-conference play. Wilson gets to the elbow, leans into the contact and gets the win.
You see, always do, and they're gonna pressure these guards, and they got to do a better job than they have the last 4 minutes if they're going to win this basketball game at home.
Got a chance to see the folks sitting behind us celebrating Iverson King's 21st birthday today. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Atkins. 5-point game. Kick out to Skinner. Cross court. Atkins made a couple of threes in the first half. Tries again. Got it from the corner. Carmelo Atkins.
Well done. High Upstate.
8 points for Atkins. Made 1 3 in the first half. Got a couple of free throws. Upstate's best 3-point shooter at 37%. Wilson picks up the dribble. Peterson in the corner needs help. Going to work on Bendinger. Flash the double team. Wilson. Down the lane. Up with the left. Gets the bounce.
Beautiful. Euro. The deceleration bucket. Nice job by Wilson.
Now the Blue Hose need a stop. Upstate has made 6 shots from the field in a row. Flashed inside. Bendinger is there. Collects in front of Peterson. Gregory around the screen. Atkins. He'll try his luck on Parrish. To the block. Going to the line.
From Upstate.
2 shots for Carmelo Atkins. Rims out the first.
Went straight up, but it benefit of the whistle for Atkins.
It's the starters on the floor for Presbyterian. Pickett, Wilson, Parrish, Pierce, and Peterson. Upstate gets 1 out of 2 at the line with Carmelo Atkins. 9 points for the sophomore. Wilson gets around the Peterson screen. Now he's going to work on Gregory. He's got a mismatch. Four to shoot for Pickett. 2 to shoot for Pickett. Lets it fly. Good at the buzzer. Josh Pickett for 3.
Joe, that's a great defensive trip for Upstate. Just a very tough shot at the buzzer, at the shot clock buzzer by Pickett.
Presbyterian, not a good 3-point shooting team. They've only taken 5 today and made 2 of them. Pickett put that one down. 4-point game. It's Gregory on the fadeaway. A little bit long. Hasn't been his best night.
A great rebound by Peterson, rebounding out of his area, tipping the ball to himself. That incredible length and athleticism.
Parrish from way out. Oh, yeah. 1-point game. Painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose Happy. Choose Serta Pro Painters. Upstate by 1.
Right, floated that one, didn't he, Smith?
Braylon Garcia, we saw, went down with a back injury. Back in the game, dribbled it off his knee. Going the other way. Chance to take the lead for the Blue Hose. It's Tristan Wilson, fouled on his way to the basket.
But, you know, that's to me, that's just kind of a heady play because you know there's a quick whistle with this crew.
2 shots for Tristan.
I'm going to say it doesn't hurt, Joe, that he's very good from the line usually.
Gets him into double figures with 10. He's an 8-point per game scorer and the best free throw shooter on the team. Blue Hose back up 52-51. Quentin Farrell trying to get his team across the finish line here with 9 minutes left in their first Big South game of the season. Atkins. 8 on the timer for Garcia. Looks up, fires inside, bobbled around and turned over. Davis was the intended receiver, never got to him.
Garcia put too much mustard on that one.
Pickett between the rings. King looking up at a three, doesn't pull the trigger. 1 point lead for Presbyterian. Blue Hose working on offense. Upstate set to bring in Martinez and Bendinger at the next opportunity. Another long possession. Deep three. Wilson. No good. Oh, Jalen Peterson. Clean it up.
You better keep that guy boxed out.
What a putback.
Wow. Talked about rebounding out of his area. Wow. Length of the arms and ability to get in the air and then finish that. Wow.
Gregory at the free throw line. Off the backboard. No. One. Jonah Pierce at the line. 0 for 4 from the stripe. He's got a front end free throw right here. 10-0 run over the last 2:17 for Presbyterian to go up by 3, make it 4.
Misses we've had at the free throw line, that makes it even more important for you to make them down the stretch here. 4-point game, 2 possession.
So it's Jonah Pierce to stretch it out to a full 5. Can't do so. Loose ball rebound. Davis fumbled it off the knee.
More active.
Lobbed into Peterson. This trip not over yet for the Blue Hose. Davis wanted into Tristan Wilson, 5 for 6 in the game. He's been in foul trouble today, but still making an impact.
You know if you've got it going on the offensive end, and that's certainly that guy right there, right now.
Gets both.
As really nice a free throw delivery as you'll see. Great balance, great rotation on the ball, excellent form. Wilson, a lot of upside.
No points on this end of the floor for 3 minutes. Lyric Davis is able to change it on a strong drive.
Tell you what, Lyric Davis doesn't play around when he goes to the basket, no question.
12 points for Lyric. His season high is 15 way back in the opener against Cal Baptist. Three-pointer Wilson. No. Offensive rebound. Pierce sticks it back.
Great job by Pierce, not only keeping that thing alive, but never brought the ball down from where he grabbed it off the rebound. Immediately put it right in the hole.
The run continues for Presbyterian. Pierce nearly got a steal. Collected by Gregory in the backcourt. Still 20 seconds.
Gregory.
Walks into a three. Got it. Carmani Gregory for 3.
That's a big basket by Gregory.
Just 6 points for him. It hasn't been his best day, but he brings it back to within 3.
Yeah, but all that won't matter if he can score it down the stretch, help his team get a W.
Big Southall preseason team member, Carmani Gregory, one of the returners. Well, last year's 6-win team.
Joe.
It is.
Good ball pressure.
10 to shoot for Tristan Wilson. Starting to take the game into his hands here in the second half. Wilson around the screen, 4 to shoot, looking for space. Drives in, up with the left, no good. Peterson, offensive rebound. Back to work, it's blocked by Martinez. Out of Pierce to work against Martinez. He's fouled out.
As opposed to that low block, right?
1 for 6. 17 points for Pierce on 8 rebounds and 3 assists. He had 18 last time out against Truett McConnell in a win. His first of 2 is good.
And that down the stretch, this Presbyterian is not going to back off going to him. Why would you?
Skinner in for Martino, so back to the small lineup for Upstate. Coming down the stretch, second free throw, no good. Davis grabbed.
Shot clock back to 30 from 28.
Soft full court press out of the Blue Hose.
I expect Bendinger to touch the ball on this possession, Joe. I'd be surprised if he doesn't.
Smith crosses over to 10 feet. Skinner drives, awkward shot. Oh, he put it down.
Big bucket.
Isaiah Skinner with his first points of the game. 60 to 58, 2-point game. Man, what a fun one it's been here in Clinton today. Iverson King. Wilson floats it underneath to Pierce. Draws 3 bodies. Pierce to work. Fouled. Count it. And 1. Jonah Pierce.
Great patience. Not only by Pierce, but by, then committed the foul on the delivery. Good job by Pierce.
Skinner's 4th foul. And a 3-point play. 21 points for Jonah Pierce.
And some big makes at the free throw line, Joe, for the big guy.
Blue Hose trying to get back to 500 on the year and get to 1-0 in conference play.
And Joe,
Still 5 minutes left.
I don't know if you know this, but
Bendinger for three. Rims it short. Rebound Pierce.
A lot of big guys don't do so well at the free throw line. But he looks good up there. Making some important ones, no question.
Wilson working on Skinner, and that'll be his fifth as Skinner lost. Wilson back to the line. 13 points, 7 of them at the free throw line. Gets the first.
I think the ref called the foul closer to the free throw line. So, I mean, if you want to be optimistic with him, I'm with you.
All I'm saying is you can make a case.
Yeah, I guess.
7-point lead, largest of the second half for the Blue Hose. Pick and roll for Bendinger. Attacks right down the middle. Swatted away by Peterson. It stays with Upstate. Didn't hit the rim.
It's almost comical how high he jumped. Unbelievable.
Bendinger spins back to his right. And one. Mason Bendinger.
And right.
Foul is on Josh Pickett.
Oh, what a block by Jalen Peterson.
Really impressive. And you saw Marty Richter get in the referee's face. I think he was saying there was a grabbing of the rim.
I think
when Peterson was up that
grabbed
high.
the rim when he did the block it.
Free throw no good from Garcia, so not going to get the three-point play. 5-point deficit.
Yeah, and I'm no rules expert, but I don't think you can do that.
Wilson spins. Tries again. He's bumped in.
Crucial because you've got just over 4 minutes left in this basketball game, and all these possessions become huge at this point.
Presbyterian, it's helping them pull away. They're up 66-60.
Yeah, I can't imagine they were nearly that good in the first half.
Wilson with 17 points, one off of a season high for the sophomore out of Miami. It's Upstate ball in the backcourt.
Thought he might have knocked that off of Smith. I guess not. Wilson convinced he did, I believe, but they're not going to check it.
Four minutes to go.
Yeah, I'd like to see Pickett a little more active hands in that neutral zone, moving his feet well to contain the dangerous Gregory. Gregory's got the nice handle, and so does Bendinger.
Gregory three in the air, rolls off, rebound Pierce. He gets another double-double, his 7th of the season, 21 and 10. Wilson around the curl. Fires to Jonah, spins, finish, count it. Jonah
against good defense. So you find one or two guys, and 15 and 7 are those guys today for Presbyterian. They're delivering in a big way.
Pierce has a free throw for 24 points, able to put it down. The season high is 27. It came against Bluefield in the second game of the year. And it is now a 10-point Blue Hose lead.
Yeah, and those guys are delivering at the line as well. That's big.
Slashing inside, Lyric Davis having a good game even in what's looking like could be a losing effort, has 14.
A lot of hoops to be played, Joe.
Long way to go for sure. This past Wednesday, and the Highlanders do not play today, so they'll be rested when they see the Blue Hose. They have Wednesday off. They're back at home on Saturday against what's looking like a very good Winthrop Eagles squad. That's next Saturday afternoon. Pierce's second is good. Pierce 5 for 12 today. 44% on the season at the strike.
Most of those misses in the first half.
Yep, exactly right. Bendinger tries to go high off of Peterson, a little bit too high.
Reputation precedes him as a shot blocker.
I think if you're Presbyterian, as Wilson will drive it inside and get fouled. I was getting ready to say this is when you start thinking about the
other Upstate players in the area. Wilson feeling it so much, you know.
It's going to be the 28th and 29th free throws of the game. The game ties the season high that he had earlier this week on Sunday against Truett. McConnell, you give him a new season high with 19. Mainly a bench piece last year, 30 games, only one start for Wilson, evolving into a starter this year, and has been fantastic tonight. Davis for three, he's fouled, and
Davis working on a pretty decent night, I would think, or
that
afternoon.
is up to 17.
17, okay,
no, 18.
nice. Nice outing for
Check
Davis.
that foul was on Jonah Pierce, his second.
Yep.
But a little bit of life for the Spartans, down by 7, still 2.5 minutes to go. Upstate with 2 timeouts. Showing the full court press. 5 seconds to get it across. Blue Hose in trouble. They chuck it across, and Pierce makes the grab.
That was huge. That ball gets turned over.
Underneath to Peterson. Smith in his grill. And Peterson 2 for 3 at the stripe today. Had the highlight reel putback dunk. Makes the first. A little bit of everything for Jalen Peterson today.
Yeah, the block was... Dunk was nice, Joe, but the block was stupendous.
Misses the second. Loose ball rebound, Tyler Smith.
Great job by Smith grabbing that from the 1-guard position.
8-point deficit. Atkins trying to go fast. Kick out. Gregory, pump fake. Smith on the drive. Works on the big man. Bendinger gets underneath and able to get 2 to go. Bendinger 3 for 4 from the line today. And not his strength. Big free throw here. Gets the first one to go. Trailing Lyric Davis, who has 18.
Bendinger kind of has that it factor, Joe, you know.
He makes both. 6 points, just 2 possessions. Spartans looking for a stop.
Big possession here. Blue Hose.
Trap in the corner. Presbyterian has 3 timeouts if they need him. King fires across to Pickett. It's 3-on-2. Be wise to slow it down. And Bendinger
still had 20-some-odd seconds to go before they. And I think that's a good strategy. If you know, you're at a 2-possession game now. It's still plenty of time to win. But for the, I don't know, one of the rules or one of the things that you want to do is try to get the turnover early and then foul. You know.
Offensive rebound and a big one for Jalen Peterson.
That one hurts bad if you're Upstate.
Season high and makes it the free throw line for Jonah Pierce with 6. Loose ball foul. 4th Spartan to foul out of the game. He has a fantastic game, a season high 18 points. Spartans. Wilson is back shooting. The home team has won this game head-to-head 4 straight matchups. They don't play again until much later of the season in February up in Spartanburg. Bendinger drives. Back iron, no. Rebound Peterson, 90 seconds to go. Peterson will go to the point scorers. KB withstood a big punch from Upstate in the middle of this game and able to recover, gather, and looks like get across the finish.
Upstate put themselves in great position. Presbyterian showing a lot of grit and toughness getting back in this game and making some big shots too. And been good at the free throw line in the second half. I think that's a big key.
Jonah Pierce with 26, 1 point off of his season high. Peterson with that free throw make takes him to 13. Atkins, drive, reverse layup.
Score the ball 70, 75 points or more. It's been a pretty good day. And it's not like Upstate's defense hasn't been good for the most part.
Jonah Pierce with a cherry on top. A season high 28. Chico Johnson into the game for Upstate. Fires up top. Kanye Jones will drive and finish.
A little too late, Joe. But my point is everything doesn't have to be a 3. You know what I'm saying? You want to try to find a 3 ball. But if the defense gives you a drive like that, he's made the most. I missed his free throw, but had a chance for 3 anyway. But you want to make sure you get a bucket of some fashion, you know.
Parrish gets it across under a minute to go. Upstate going to lose its 3rd straight. Going back to before Christmas against Youngstown State. Presbyterian going to grab a big South win here at home. Pierce gets it underneath, wrapped up by Bendinger for the
fanning here today. Joe, I mean, you know, it's a deadly combination, size and ability. I mean, size is one thing, ability is another thing. When you put the two together, like you've seen from Pierce here today, game here, had a lot of impact on this game on both ends, especially defensively. And then you get it, you know, better guard play. You didn't get a whole bunch of scoring out of your guards. You don't usually this year for Presbyterian, but they've been supportive and played much better down the stretch. That's why they're going to win.
Yeah, I mean, Tristan Wilson is season high with 21, as you said. Even Josh Pickett, who's a 5-point per game scorer, has 8. Tyrion on Wednesday on the road. They're not back at home until a week from Wednesday, January the 14th, against UNC Asheville.
That's going to stretch a long way if you can get that from him.
High Point 80-67 winners today at home over Longwood to move to 2-0 in Big South play. Under a minute to go, Charleston Southern up by 9 against UNC Asheville. They're also Buccaneers trying to get to 2-0 as well. Foul taking the ball, 1-0 at home. They have been very good, specifically in this building. They'll be 6-1 at home with a win here today. Both teams have kind of had that issue. The road games, it does kind of even up. Presbyterian 5-1, going to be 6-1 here at home with a win today. 1-7 in true road games as they get ready to play here, wrap up this game rather. Upstate 6-2 at home. They're going to fall to 2-7 away.
And I want to mention Tyler Smith. His numbers don't jump off the page today, but in the film room, that guy's going to represent well when they look at the film of this game.
JUCO player out of Trinity Valley Community College, where he won a national championship last year.
Another nice bucket
gets
for Smith, right on time, right?
9 points for him. 12 seconds to go. All Presbyterian has to do is get it across. If Upstate of 67, which is worst in the Big South, so better than they have been at the line today. So Tristan Wilson made now 16 of his 22 at the stripe. We'll get one more. Season
Big
high
difference maker for that guy today.
Season high in scoring against a Division I for Presbyterian.
He did.
Foul on, or rather a travel. And they will. That's going to do it here at the Templeton Center. Presbyterian 1-0 in Big South play against USC Upstate with an 86